Welcome back to Muscle Maven. Today, we're diving into a critical concept in effective training, the relationship between intensity and duration. When it comes to building muscle, understanding this relationship is essential. Let's break it down. In any workout, there are two main factors to consider: intensity and duration. Duration is the time spent training, while intensity is the level of effort you put in, especially at the peak of each set. Here's where most people misunderstand: you can't increase both. The more intense the workout, the shorter it has to be. Intensity and duration exist in a direct inverse relationship. The harder you push, the shorter the workout needs to be. This isn't just a concept Mike Mentzer taught. It's rooted in basic physics and applies to any activity, whether it's chopping wood, studying, or running. To build big muscles effectively, you need to train with maximum intensity. This kind of effort is the key driver of muscle growth. If you're training intensely, your workout has to stay brief. You can train hard, or you can train long, but you cannot do both. Think about it. Look at the calves of sprinters versus distance runners. Sprinters, who train explosively, build large, muscular calves. Distance runners, by contrast, have smaller, stringy calves from prolonged, less intense effort. This comparison is one of the best proofs of the intensity principle.
It's true we are all unique as individuals, but physiologically we are all essentially the same. The biochemical changes that result in muscular growth in Mike Mentzer are the same for all of those of you listening to this seminar, and it follows from that the stimulus required to induce those very specific biochemical changes is the same for everyone. There is no mystery at all surrounding the requirements of muscle growth. The single most important factor influencing the rate of muscular growth, as I hope we all know by now, is intensity of effort. This is true for everyone who has ever lived, not just Mike Mentzer, Ray Mentzer, or Casey Viator. True, some will grow faster than others due to a greater innate adaptability, but we all grow faster when the intensity of our effort is maximum.
Have you ever seen a mile-long sprint in the Olympics? Of course not, because sprinting requires maximum effort, and no one can sprint at full capacity for a mile. Likewise, no one can train at maximum intensity for hours on end in the gym. It's not just hard, it's impossible. When you're training with real intensity, hitting each set to failure with minimal rest, most of us won't need more than 30 minutes. That rest time is crucial. It's long enough to catch your breath, but short enough to ensure that you reach muscular failure, not just cardiovascular fatigue. To put it simply, train hard, train short, and train smart. The goal is to push muscles to their limit, then rest and let growth happen. The longer you train, the less intense you can be, which is why long training sessions often fail to build significant muscle unless they're paired with, well, performance enhancers. If you don't know how to train smart and efficiently, we've prepared Mike Mentzer's ideal routine for you. Click the link above the video to check it out.
I have spoken with numerous people, especially intelligent, career-oriented individuals, who were either about to give up weight training or were reluctant to start, as they were under the impression that training every day for an hour or two was required, and they just couldn't justify, Dave, that kind of time expenditure. Then they read about my approach and only trained for 20 minutes every 4 or 5 days, and now these same people are quite delighted with their progress. What never ceases to amaze me, Dave, is the number of bodybuilders who scoff at the mere suggestion of even trying heavy duty and continue to slave away for hours a day with little in the way of meaningful progress. Throughout human history, men have done all they could to avoid slavery, and here in the latter part of the 20th century, there's a group of knuckleheads who seem to willfully embrace the role of beast of burden.
Most bodybuilders who spend hours in the gym are overtraining. Their results would probably look much different if they weren't taking steroids. Long hours in the gym can look dedicated, but in reality, true progress comes from focused, intense sessions, not from marathon workouts. So next time you're in the gym, remember the key to growth: train with high intensity for a short time, and then rest. Don't confuse time spent in the gym with the quality of effort you put in. That's the Muscle Maven way: train smart, get results, and keep building. See you in the next video.